Our top story is coming from the Supreme Court, where Centre has filed an affidavit and it has opposed the stay of the Election Commissioners Act. Centre has gone on to say that the independence of the ECI does not arise from the presence of a member of the judiciary in the selection panel. It also says that high constitutional functionaries are presumed to act fairly. Competence and eligibility of election commissioners are not questioned, the affidavit says, and it also goes on to say that petitioners are trying to create political controversy. Sunil Prabhu is joining us live. Sunil, give us the details.
Well, as you rightly pointed out, I think there are many aspects to it. We are getting a sense of what will happen in the Supreme Court tomorrow when Justice Sanjeev Khanna and his bench take up this matter. He didn't want to stay it the last time round. The Centre, of course, trying to defend the exclusion of the Chief Justice of India after unanimous judgment of 5 judges had ruled that very categorically there should be the Prime Minister, the CJI, and the leader of the opposition. In this case, they have replaced the CJI with the, as they call, a constitutional authority, and in this case, a cabinet minister nominated by the Prime Minister. And as they pointed out, there has been no questions on the competence of the election commissioners. But having said that, we will have to wait because there were certain issues about preponement, about staying the entire process. All those data was wanted by Justice Sanjeev Khanna. That has also been put, and both sides will have their word, and we'll have to wait and see what they exactly do and whether they will entertain that plea now that it has become virtually infructus.
All right, Sunil, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Union Minister and Bengaluru North candidate Shobha Karanlaje now faces a hate speech case against her as she begins her election campaign. An FIR has been registered in Tamil Nadu for her remarks on Tamils. In fact, in Bengaluru, a complaint has been filed against BJP MP Tejasvi Surya as well.
As Union Minister Shobha Karanlaje begins campaigning for the Bengaluru North seat, her provocative and allegedly communal comments targeting people from Tamil Nadu and Kerala after a protest in Bengaluru sparked off a sharp exchange on social media with Tamil Nadu CM MK Stalin. Karanlaje had accused the Congress and DMK of being anti-Hindu and also referred to a Tamil Nadu connection to the blast at Rameshwaram Cafe. With no such evidence from the investigators, the DMK chief, Stalin, took strong exception to the remarks. Caught on the wrong foot, Shobha Karanlaje soon retracted her comment. Addressing her Tamil brothers and sisters, she said, "I wish to clarify that my words were meant to shine light, not cast shadows. Yet I see that my remarks brought pain to some, and for that I apologize." Despite the retraction, an FIR has been registered in Madurai based on an advocate's complaint. The DMK too has complained to the Election Commission of India after Shobha made a statement linking Tamil Nadu with Rameshwaram Cafe blast. Meanwhile, a complaint was also filed against BJP MP Tejasvi Surya by the Campaign Against Hate Speech organization at Bengaluru's Halasuru Gate police station for an allegedly provocative post he put on social media platform X. The controversial comments from the two leaders were made after the BJP protested in Bengaluru's Nagaratpet after a shopkeeper was allegedly attacked by a group of Hindu and Muslim youth. However, the issue turned into one of playing the Hanuman Chalisa during the time of Azan, and the BJP leaders were taken into preventive custody while organizing a protest. Despite Shobha Karanlaje's expression of regret, sources in the party believe that this has damaged the BJP's prospects in the neighbouring state of Tamil Nadu, especially during this crucial election. With camera person Kumar, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
Sam is joining us live. Sam, now the Election Commission has instructed the Chief Electoral Officer of Karnataka to file a complaint against Shobha and also an action taken within 48 hours. What is it that the DMK is planning to do next?
That's right, Malia. The Election Commission has directed the Chief Electoral Officer of Karnataka to act on the complaint given by DMK leader R.S. Bharati on the hate speech by Union Minister Shobha in Karnataka and file a compliance report in 48 hours. The DMK seeks action for alleged hate speech by this Union Minister, and both Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin and the leader of opposition Edappadi Palaniswamy have together condemned this particular speech because it brands the Tamils as terrorists who get trained in Tamil Nadu, and she alleges they come to Karnataka and plant bombs in the context of the Rameshwaram cafe attack. Besides possible impact in terms of electoral prospects in Tamil Nadu, the government is also worried about the backlash to the Tamils living in Karnataka. And Chief Minister MK Stalin has said both Tamils and Kannadigas in Karnataka will not believe these allegations, and he has also asked the NIA to probe into such wild allegations made by Shobha. And in another separate incident, Maria, the Madurai City Police in Tamil Nadu have also filed an FIR against Shobha for spreading hatred, inciting clashes and spreading rumors based on a complaint. It has come as an embarrassment for the BJP amid allegations and criticism that many BJP leaders are indulging in hate speech amid this campaign. They have distanced themselves, and Shobha herself, we should add, has withdrawn the comment she had made and also apologized, but the damage, many say, has already
been done. All right.
Been done.
Thank you so much for joining us, Sam. Shifting focus to another story now, the BJP has escalated the Shakti Showdown. Remember, it was a word which was used by Rahul Gandhi during the course of his speech at the culmination of the Nyaya Yatra Part 2 in Mumbai. The BJP has written to the Election Commission over Rahul Gandhi's speech, and it has said that his comments hurt the sentiments of Hindus, and Rahul, in fact, insulted values of Shakti. The Election Commission has been told by the BJP in its petition that there has to be an action taken against Rahul Gandhi because this is a violation of the Model Code of Conduct. We have Vasudha joining us live. Vasudha, this will be seen as more of back and forth, but would you say that this comment, which was made by Rahul Gandhi, has given the issue on a platter to the BJP?
Well, Maria, as expected, the BJP has taken this matter to the ECI, and it has said that Rahul Gandhi's comments, which basically centered around Shakti, were, they came from a malicious intent and they were obnoxious and they had a misogynistic tone to it. Now, let's remember that just 2 days ago, while speaking in Jagtial in Telangana, the Prime Minister made a very important point that this fight is between those who want to destroy Shakti and those who want to worship her. In fact, said that every daughter, every mother of the country is a form of Shakti. And, Prime Minister himself is seen as a Shakti Upasak, is somebody who fasts during Navratri. So that aside, many Congress leaders have come forward and had clarified on the Congress leader's comment, saying that, he was talking about this centralized power. Of course, a lot of that came out wrong because he did invoke Shakti, and that's exactly what Hardeep Puri also said as part of the delegation, to the ECI, said that he quoted the entire thing. Rahul Gandhi has found himself in that position before also. So this clearly would be one of those flashpoints going forward in the run-up to the elections, because it's a core ideological issue for the BJP. We've seen this play out even during Sanatan Dharm, but clearly this time it's going to be different because the Prime Minister in the last 2 days has continuously spoken about this particular aspect.
Right, Vasudha, thank you so much. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin has released the DMK Manifesto, while the party also announced its first list of candidates for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. MK Stalin's sister Kanimori and other party leaders were present at this event in Chennai. The DMK has made several promises, saying BJP's anti-people policies will be reviewed. Also, it has said that they will be putting a ban on NEET entrance examination, and One Nation, One Poll proposal will be scrapped.
The DMK Manifesto combines populism with real politic, hoping to ensure a repeat of its 2019 victory sweep. Among the key promises made by the Dravidian party ruling Tamil Nadu are to scrap One Nation, One Poll, ensure there is no CAA or NEET in Tamil Nadu, take steps for Sri Lankan Tamils to get Indian citizenship, give fuel and gas at subsidized rates, 1,000 rupees monthly allowance for women, and a 1 GB free data SIM for college students. The manifesto also says there will be no constitutional immunity for governors. Are these implementable? For example, AIMS was a promise made last time. Exemption of NEET.
Definitely, if the government changes, then we can, and I'm sure that people want to change all over India. So there will be a new government, an India government, and we will be able to do whatever we've promised.
The Dravidian heartland will see a triangular contest with the AIADMK and BJP not fighting together this time. The Saffron Party calls the manifesto old and outdated. Question, how do you look at the DMK's manifesto?
I thought it was released during my medical college days.
Because?
Because they are telling they will give statehood to Puducherry. How many years they ruled Puducherry? How many years they were in the central government?
On the ground, mixed reactions.
முடியாதுன்றது மனுஷாகரே எதுவுமே கிடையாது ஏன்னா அவருடைய ஃபாதர் ஆஃப் கலைஞர் I don't think so it is feasible. So because it is not everything is free means won't be any constructive development possible. So it doesn't make sense.
Lack of cooperation in a few states continues to be a challenge for India alliance. Populism, including free bus rides and 1,000 rupees monthly assistance for women, catapulted India alliance parties DMK and the Congress in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Telangana. And they hope replicating this model would strike a chord at the national level. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.
And chilling details have emerged in a double murder case in Uttar Pradesh's Badaयूं, in which a man allegedly walked into a neighbor's home, asked for money and killed 2 children. The accused, who ran a barber shop opposite the victim's house, was later killed in a police encounter. But the police say they have not been able to establish a motive for these killings yet.
A shocking double murder in Uttar Pradesh's Badaयूं, where a man walked into his neighbor's house and slit the throats of 2 children, 11 and 6 years old. Hours later, the UP police gunned down the accused, Sajid, who ran a barber shop. But the big question remains, what led to the chilling murders?
सर, बच्चों की हत्या के पीछे मोटिव क्या हो सकता है? अब इस मोटिव पे हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं. अभी तक बहुत स्पष्ट कोई मोटिव नहीं समझ में आया है. जांच पड़ताल जारी है और जो भी नए तथ्य प्रकाश में आएंगे उसके आधार पर हम अपनी इन्वेस्टिगेशंस आगे बढ़ाएंगे.
According to the family of the children, Sajid visited their house on Tuesday evening, ostensibly to borrow rupees 5,000. The father of the children was not at home, and when the mother left the room to make tea, he attacked the children. Sajid asked the 11-year-old to show him his mother's beauty parlor upstairs. On the second floor, Sajid switched off the lights and attacked the boy with a knife. Sajid was allegedly slitting the child's throat when his younger brother, 6 years old, walked in. Sajid grabbed the boy and killed him in a similar manner, the family says.
मैंने तो 5,000 मैंने दुकान के रखे थे, मैंने दे दिए. तो मैंने जो बोला कि हमारी बीवी वहाँ हॉस्पिटल में भर्ती है, जनाने अस्पताल में 11 बजे डिलीवरी होगी. चाय बना रहे, मैंने उसे चाय भी दी, वो चाय लेके चला गया. पार्लर देखा, पार्लर देख के उसे साथ में लेके वो छत पे गया. फिर उसने मेरे बच्चों को, हमारे बच्चे को लेके जाके माने एक को काटो.
The family has told the police that Sajid fled with his brother Javed, who was waiting outside on a bike.
क्या पता उनके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. घर से तो कोई कलेशबाजी थी नहीं, खाई रोटी सुबह ही आ जाते हैं काम करने को. शाम को कभी 9 बज जाते, कभी 10 बज जाते.
इनके कोई टेंशन थी, कुछ पता लगा आपको?
कोई टेंशन नहीं थी. घर में लड़ाई दंगा होती जब भी तो टेंशन होती. अब यहाँ आगे क्या पता क्या हुआ.
The family have also told the police they had no dispute with the accused. With Mukesh Sengar and Tanishq Punjabi, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on a 2-day visit to Bhutan, and Prime Minister's visit becomes important because this is coming amidst Lok Sabha polls, and the government, though, has emphasized on a neighborhood first policy. The government says that there is a unique partnership between India and Bhutan. How crucial is this visit? Saurav is joining us live from Thimphu in Bhutan. Saurav, what is the expectations from Prime Minister's visit, and what is his schedule going to be like?
Well, Maria, the Prime Minister has a really packed schedule. There's a lot that's been packed into this visit, and it's important from the point of view that, remember, Bhutan is one of our key partners, and the Indian government's Act East policy and neighborhood first, like you mentioned, is so critical. And therefore, you see the Prime Minister is someone who's added a personal touch to the diplomacy. And in that context, it's important to note December's announcement last year, where the Prime Minister was conferred upon the highest civilian honor of Bhutan, the Order of the Druk Kyalpo. And that is something that the Prime Minister was conferred upon. And it shows the amount of importance that the two countries attach to this relationship. Now, of course, there'll be all the important, strategic issues, the partnership issues that will be discussed, that will, of course, be taken forward. But if I can just list to you the kind of events that have been planned simply to welcome Prime Minister Modi to Bhutan, that itself will give you an idea of how much importance, like you asked, is being accorded to this visit. For example, 972 prayer flags across 3 distinct locations, each site adorned with 324 prayer flags, and these prayer flags are erected for promoting the well-being and good health of the Honorable Prime Minister of India. This carries dual significance. It's from Buddhist concepts, and there's also the communities of Thimphu and Paro that will also, welcome the Prime Minister all across the Paro-Thimphu highway. There will be several events. I'm coming to you from the Clockta Square of Thimphu, which is one of the iconic locations. The Prime Minister arrives tomorrow. It's a packed day, and there are lots of events that are planned for the Prime Minister's visit.
This will be our top focus through the day tomorrow as well, Saurav. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi also spoke to the heads of nations at war. Prime Minister Modi spoke to Zelensky and Putin the same day, and he reiterated India's call for dialogue and diplomacy. The two leaders, in fact, invited Prime Minister Modi for a visit to their respective countries after the general elections. And they also said that they see India as the peacemaker. Mr. Modi told President Zelensky that India would continue to do everything within its means to support a peaceful solution. President Zelensky appreciated India's continued humanitarian assistance for the people of Ukraine. And 2 years on, the war in Ukraine rages on. Last week, Russia held its first election since the war began, with Russian President Vladimir Putin securing another 6 years in power. Since the polls, Ukraine has amplified its retaliatory strikes on the border, with the recent attacks in Belgorod, killing roughly 4 and forcing evacuations of thousands of children. NDTV's Umar Shankar brings us this report.
मैं कुर्स से बेलगोरोद की तरफ चला हूँ। कुर्स से बेलगोरोद तकरीबन 2.25 घंटे की दूरी पर है, और कुर्स का हाल है उससे कहीं ज़्यादा जो गंभीर हालत है वो बेलगोरोद की है, और वहाँ शहर जो है वो बंद बताया जा रहा है और लोगों को घरों से निकलने की इजाज़त नहीं है।
While most Russian regions have remained unscathed in the war, Belgorod is an exception, with intensified shelling forcing closures across the region, with people ordered to evacuate or remain indoors. From airports to shopping centers and schools, all city areas have been shut down, leaving the region in a dystopian state.
बेलगोरोद का जो स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी है, जहाँ पे छात्रों की चहल पहल हुआ करती थी, इस वक्त जो है यहाँ बिल्कुल सन्नाटा है। ज़्यादातर क्लास जो है वो ऑनलाइन हो चुकी है, और जो छात्र हैं वो अधिकतर घर जा चुके हैं, जो बाहर के छात्र हैं। वो इसलिए क्योंकि इस इलाके में जो अटैक का ख़तरा है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, और इसलिए शहर जो है वो कई दिनों से बंद रहा।
Russian President Putin has accused Kyiv of using terrorist methods while launching strikes on the region to disrupt the polls. Ukraine has increasingly used its long-range weapons to hit oil refineries and depots deep inside Russia in an attempt to unsettle the Russian border regions, further putting political pressure on Putin.
ये बिल्कुल सीमा का इलाका है। यहाँ से 15 किलोमीटर दूर यूक्रेन बॉर्डर है, और यहाँ हम पहुँचकर हमने जो फौजी बंकर था, वहाँ पर हमने इजाज़त मांगी शूट की, लेकिन उन्होंने शूट की इजाज़त नहीं दी और ये कहा कि आप वापस बेलग्रोद जाकर शूट कर सकते हैं। हम आपको ये बता रहे हैं कि जो हम जहाँ तक पहुँचे थे वो ये इलाका है बिल्कुल खार्किव के पास का।
As the Russia-Ukraine war enters its third year with no end in sight, innocent civilians continue to become victims on the war front. With Uma Shankar Singh, Bureau Report, NDTV.
And it was a special visit for superstar Priyanka Chopra, who with her family, her husband and daughter Malti, went to offer prayers at the Ram temple. We are leaving you with these images. And after a short break, a special interview with Chief Justice of India.